This power is just fine. 50 amp is turned off, 30 amp is turned off, the 20 amp is turned on. That's just the way it's supposed to be. Hi, welcome to Dave's Corner of the World. Have a great day. This morning we're going to do some site checks. I don't know if you can see it or not, but we got a list of arrivals right there. The top two have already renewed, and those are the arrivals. This is August, and it's really slow for us. Down here are the arrivals, and the reason those three are checked off is because they match the top three, so I don't want to check them once. Over here I got a couple of meter readings. So let's go see what we got going on here. Going to E1 and E7. That's in our expansion site. That's right out here. So we'll go through E7 first. Going through this backwards. Doesn't make much difference, but this is backwards from what we normally put people in. I almost always shut the engine off so I can do some good checking. One thing I need to do is come over here and we'll make sure that there's nobody had a fire in there. But here's a light switch that runs both this light and this one back here. So I always turn it on, make sure that the switch works, make sure that both lights work. I come over here and make sure the chairs are all good shape. There's no real bad things going on. Check the power. This power is just fine. 50 amp is turned off, 30 amp is turned off, the 20 amp is turned on. That's just the way it's supposed to be. For you newcomers to RVs, when you plug in a 50 or a 30, you always want to make sure that the 50, if you're plugging in 50, or 30, if you're plugging in 30, is turned off. Plug it in, turn the breaker on. When you go to leave, turn the breaker off, unplug. That will prevent sparks from happening. I'm sure you have unplugged an electric heater sometime in your lifetime, and when it was turned on and seen that little spark and seen the little fire and heard the spark, well, that just does nothing but ruin the receptacle and the plug. Right here you can see a little bit of gravel, kind of not really in good shape. So we're gonna, it just makes it look a little bit better for the next people coming in. All right, yeah, that's good enough. That's site 7. We'll go down to site 1. Now on site 1, we have a different lamp here. This one, the toggle switch doesn't do anything. The toggle switch is set up on an eye over here. That way, when the sun goes down, if people want those lights on, they can turn them on with the switch after the sun goes down. If not, they don't have to have it. All right, let's check the power. See, this is E1. Check, make sure the breakers are okay. Yeah, they're all right. I did see something that aggravates me. Now, understand I'm not a smoker, and if you are, I'm sorry for that. But if you are, do you do this at the house, at your place? If you do, I'm sure there's got to be at least 14, 15, 16 inches of cigarette butts. But if you don't, and the chances are you don't, please don't leave your cigarette butts at my house. You don't do it at your place. Almost 6 years that I've worked here. It's really aggravating. There's no sense to it because you don't do that at home. Okay, we'll mark off E1 and E7. Okay, now we're going around to the tent sites. We got G and I to check. Our tent row. The G hasn't left yet. That's all right. We'll give them a little bit of time. They're working on it. Not supposed to be out of here for another 50 minutes yet anyway. About all I do for tent sites is come over here and make sure there's not been a fire in there, and there hasn't. Pick up any stuff that doesn't look natural. Yeah, that's a little piece of wood, but it doesn't quite look natural. It looks like a piece of hose or something. There's not much to do in the cabins, I tell you. Cleaning crew cleans the inside of the cabin. I usually don't even get off of my Ranger doing the two cabins. The only thing I need to do is go by and make sure that there's no has not been a fire in the grill or a fire in the fire pit. That's all I have to do. Cleaning crew cleans up the rest of 24. Okay, I've got to go get a meter reading. This is from a school teacher who's been here for several years. Comes back every year. And he wants the same RV spot, which we're happy to oblige. Anyway, the monthly people, they pay a rent, and then they pay electricity on top of that. That's all they pay. However much electricity they use, how much we charge them for. So, let's go over and write that number down. Every site has their own power meter. This is 2468.3. All right. So let me write that down. 2468 Alright. These folks are super nice. I just love them to death. In a lot of our sites, we not only have sewer and water and power, but we have cable TV as well. So these folks have cable, and obviously they're using it. Alright, we got that one done. Now, we need to go around and do something else. Okay, where are we going next? We don't have G. I got 30, 31, and 32, and 61. 61 is another meter reading. Alright, so we'll side apart. I'll kind of cut through here. I normally don't do this. To kind of show you what our part looks like. This is an old part. It was built in 1971. It was made for small rigs. Didn't have anything any bigger than a 26, 27 foot pull behind your daddy's station wagon. It wasn't built for 45 foot motorhome. Alrighty, we'll sneak through here. What did I say? It's like 30, 31, and 32, I think. This is site 30. I'll come in here and shut her down. And what I do when I have sites that are all together, I'll show you. First, we look around and make sure there's no cigarette butts or trash on the ground. Then I go through by the pedestals, go all the way down, however many I got to do, go through the pedestals, and then we come back and we try the lights. No drips in the water. 50 amp is turned off. It's a good thing. 20 amp is turned on. That's another good thing. We'll go through and make sure that the grill has not been used. Pick up any debris that we don't want just laying around. We'll come to this one. Water's turned off. Everything is correct. The 250 and 30 is down and the 20 is up. That's what it's supposed to be. Check the grill. It's all right. Cigarette butt, or cigar butt, and some paper. Sometimes I hate the human race. Okay. All right, we have them both turned off this time. This 15 amp or the 20 amp, whichever it is supposed to be turned on. And I'll show you why in a minute. All right, that's all we needed to check. Now we go by and we check these lanterns. That way if somebody wants to come in at night and they don't have a lot of light, they can just turn the light on and it's not working. How about that? I wonder if it's the breaker. Seems like I've had trouble with this breaker before. There it goes. There's not a lot of light, but they have some light out here in case it's really dark. So we come up back here and we've already checked that pedestal, so we know it's good. Come back up here and check this light. Yep, it works. And there's not a pedestal, a light at all on this one. It fell over sometime when I wasn't here, and the owners just covered it up. So anyhow, that's those. Now the only thing we have left is site 61 for a meter reading. Or was it 61? Okay. It's this rig right here. Now we'll take you along again. $35.92.1. I think we are done, all except for site G. And I'm not sure if they've left yet or not. We'll go around and find out. Trailer back over here. All right, headed back towards the office. Got a big pile of gravel right there, so when we need extra gravel, I can take the tractor and go spread it where we need it. I spread some yesterday, and these two sites right here, site number 2 right in front of me, and site number 13. You can kind of see where the new gravel is. Please subscribe, hit the bell to get notified every time I post a new video.